Hello, and welcome to Beering in Mind Beer Reviews. Today we are beginning a series of 12 reviews for beers from Weymarket Company. And I'm going to introduce Weymarket briefly, and then we will get on to the beers. There are 12 beers that we're going to look at in order. And in general, I've tried to set them up in order of strength, alcoholic strength, no other reason than just to set up some kind of order for them. Weymarket is a brewery in Nagoya, Japan, which is generally regarded as the third largest city in Japan after Tokyo and Osaka. And Nagoya did not have much of a beer scene for quite a while, and they have kind of caught up now. But certainly Weymarket is the premier brewer in that part of Japan. They opened in 2014, and there was a lot of buzz surrounding the development and opening of this brewery. The brewer, whose name is Kachi Makoto, he had worked for Kisoji Brewery in Nagano, and later they added Nakanishi-san, who had been at Ise Kadoya in Ise, Mie Prefecture. So two well-experienced brewers. Kachi studied in Canada and got involved with brewing there, and Nakanishi, I'm not sure where he worked before that, but they're both very well-experienced brewers. The name Weymarket is, their original brew house was in the Yanagibashi Market in Nagoya, so they decided to call it Market Brewing after that. They opened in 2014, and in 2014 they were chosen as the best new brewer in Japan by RateBeer.com. So they came out of the gate, just with all cylinders firing, and produced a lot of interesting beers. People were talking about them. It seemed like they kind of rested on their laurels for a while, and I think maybe they're coming back with stronger stuff. They started with a 1,000 liter system, and then in 2018 built a new brewery with a 30 kiloliter system, so quite a bit bigger. And they started canning 1 year ago from today, which is, we're now in March. And they began canning, and the 12 can set, which we're going to look at, is actually an anniversary set of the 1 year canning date when they first started canning. All right, and now let's take a look at the fifth beer from Weymarket of the 12 that we're going to look at. And this one is a lager. It's called MEIYON Lager, and they have been making this one since the first year that they started, which was 2014. It's classified excuse me, as a freestyle light lager. On RateBeer, it's classed as a Pilsner. RateBeer doesn't have that classification of freestyle light lager. So it is 5.4% in alcohol and 13.18 in international bittering units, IBU. Most breweries would specify simply 13. Weymarket likes to get it down to the second decimal point, so it's 13.8%. On RateBeer, it has 7 ratings. The average score is 3.76 out of 5, which is pretty high for this style of beer. So I'm expecting good things. I haven't had this one yet at all, and I'm looking forward to it. Okay, let's give this one a go. Again, MEIYON Lager by Weymarket Brewing. Okay, so it pours out a very nice clear, bright gold color. You can see very gentle carbonation rising up through the beer. Very pretty color. And we get a very solid finger of thick white foam. Very thick. Let's try the aroma here. Okay. Now, generally with a lager, you expect something similar to noble hops. This one is something different. This one has Saphir hops, that's S-A-P-H-I-R hops from the UK, and Citra from the US. So it does have a rather fruity, very fruity nose, a very hoppy nose, somewhat grassy as well. The Citra comes through quite strongly here. And again, flavor, some tropical fruit for sure, citrus definitely. A little bit earthy. Very good balance on this. It seems to be maltier than many lagers and also hoppier as well, but also balanced, which is nice, very nice. So this is a very solid lager. Again, interesting choice for the hops, Saphir and Citra for the hops for this. Nothing like what you might see in a normal lager. And it's nice to see Japanese breweries making lagers. Most craft breweries in Japan probably would not go for a lager since that's associated with big beer, major beer companies. But Wine is doing a very good job with this one for sure. Okay, and we'll look at in the next video we'll look at another lager by or a Pilsner by Wine. Very tasty, very nice stuff. Once again, this is called MEIYON Lager by MarketBrewing, 5.5% or 5.4% Pilsner or freestyle light lager. This one deserves your attention, I think. Give it a go. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.